Yo, welcome everyone. Bitcoin has literally crashed and now almost everyone is liquidated. However, my trades are right now in a massive profit and today I will show you exactly what I'm expecting next. Now first you're going to see, only a few weeks ago Bitcoin hit our major and a very important price target of the golden Fibonacci ratio at 98,000 US dollars, literally to the exact dollar accuracy. Now if you are a follower of mine for the past few weeks, and of course also if you are in my free VIP Discord server, you probably also remember this specific post. I said this remains the best trading setup, and of course I posted this specific picture before it actually happened. We were looking for this exact golden Fibonacci ratio, Bitcoin hit it, and right now clearly we are getting a major push towards upside. For sure, as we were saying also in our yesterday's video, we were paying attention to some kind of an ABC correction towards the upside, and we also said if the bottom of the range right here is going to get lost, I want to get out of my long trade. So right now, of course, I'm not holding any long trades on Bitcoin, and yes, I am still right now looking for much lower price targets. Losing the bottom of our horizontal range right here, major red flag, major bearish Bitcoin indication. We are definitely looking for much lower price targets. And what you're right now going to see, sure, personally, I got stopped out on my long trades, but fortunately for me, of course, as you also probably know, we have been paying attention to another very important local area of resistance, where of course we said we can be looking to take some profits off the table. You can see right here, Bitcoin hit a very important area of resistance, and because of that, I paid myself with my long trades, stop loss to break even. I cannot lose money anymore on the trades. I made money because of course I paid myself a little bit right here. And right now also, I do remain in my short trades on Solana, on XRP, on Ethereum, and also on Bitcoin. So probably right now you're wondering, what is most likely going to happen next in the upcoming days? Of course, with the entire push down right now already, a lot of people have already gotten liquidated. And we are not even joking right here. 1.67 billion of US dollars completely wrecked and completely liquidated in the past 24 hours. What does that tell us? Most people do not even know what is risk management. Most people do not know that, yes, you can set a stop loss, and they simply rely on the liquidation price. That is why we are seeing such a high number of long positions getting completely wrecked and completely liquidated. And right now, what could potentially be a bullish indication of Bitcoin? Because of course, what if we are not going to go lower? However, right now, in my opinion, the highest probability direction, of course, it is going to be towards upside. And yes, I'm going to show you exactly what are going to be the exact price targets with our Fibonacci extension levels, and also I'm going to share with you exactly where I'm going to be closing all of my short trades right here and fire another major buy position, not only on Bitcoin, also on Ethereum, XRP, and Solana, and also potentially on other altcoins. But right now what you're going to see, losing a very important bottom of the range right here, and of course also the value area low, the bottom volume level right here, is definitely a major red flag. Unless Bitcoin is going to be able to reclaim the area at 86,600 US dollars, I definitely remain very much bearish, looking for much lower targets. But right now, the only level that you right now need to pay attention to, just in case we are going to get a rotation back towards the upside, is going to be the value area low at 86,600. Reclaim this specific level, happy days for Bitcoin, we can be looking for higher. But I think right now we can all agree, Bitcoin is clearly trading below the level. Major sign of weakness, major bearish Bitcoin indication. And that is right now why we need to make our bearish plan. How low can Bitcoin actually go? Where of course we can be taking the profits on all of our short trades. Before we do talk about that, I would of course really appreciate if you right now smash up the like button, because 1000 likes are really possible. And of course also thank you for subscribing to the channel. My main scenario, my main plan on Bitcoin was that we do get another push up, we hit our 1-to-1 right here, and then we go lower. However, remember a video I posted only I think 2 days ago, where I said also about another ABC correction. Bitcoin could be finishing exactly at this specific area. Why so? Because what you're right now going to see, when we go with our trend-based Fibonacci extension, we go from the exact low back towards the exact high, back towards the exact low. You're going to see we topped out at another very important Fibonacci extension level at our 1-to-1 at 90,000 US dollars. Why is is this specific level such an important one? Because right now what we can do, let's go with our Elliott correction wave, where we are right now going to say, no, unfortunately, this specific ABC correction was not the correct Elliott wave count. The correct one was actually that we got a push towards the upside for our A wave, we got our B wave right here, and right here Bitcoin simply finished the C Elliott wave. And this entire ABC correction was probably the part of our bigger second Elliott wave. What exactly do I have in mind right now? Let's go with our Elliott impulsive wave right here, where we are going to say Bitcoin completed the first impulse right here, we got a correction. Right now, of course, if we are going to continue lower, we need to go lower very much impulsively, very quickly, and in this scenario for sure, we are talking about our third Elliott wave, fourth Elliott wave, and of course also then another fifth Elliott wave. And of course, what is right now going to be the price target of our third Elliott wave right here? What we are going to do, let's go with our trend-based Fibonacci extension once again. We need to go from the exact high back towards the exact low, back towards the exact high. And please do not get scared right now, but the thing is, the first target of the third Elliott wave, unfortunately, no, it's not going to be the one-to-one. We need to apply 1.618 Fibonacci extension level on our chart, where we are right now going to see the first target right now, if Bitcoin does continue lower, for our third Elliott wave is going to be $73,000. And this right here is definitely going to be a very important level. Sure, we could potentially apply the logarithmic scale on our chart, where we are going to see that the target is going to be slightly higher at approximately 75k, but nevertheless, the targets right now for Bitcoin are definitely much lower and definitely below our recent low, below $80,000. Then of course we can be potentially expecting some kind of a bounce, and only after the fourth one, another push towards downside for our fifth Elliott wave is then going to be very likely. Our local structure right here, the 5 waves, are going to be also the last push towards downside before we can be expecting another major bounce back towards the upside. What we can do right now, let's actually go on the daily time frame, where we are right now going to say, okay, Bitcoin got right here the first impulse, we got a correction, another impulse right here, another correction, and right now it does look like we are working on our fifth and the final push towards downside. And of course, as we said before, in our bigger fifth Elliott wave, we are then still paying attention for another 5-wave price structure for the targets probably below $80,000, if not even lower, below this specific low, below $74,000. So that is right now why, of course, I do remain in all of my short trades on Bitcoin, on Ethereum, XRP, and also on Solana. But also again, if we are potentially going to get a sign of strength, acceptance above our volume level, as we said before, only in this scenario, I'm going to flip more bullish on Bitcoin, looking for higher targets. Unless this happens, I am bearish, looking for much lower. That is right now also why I want to talk about my trading bots, because of course, right now with the entire push down, you're going to see the trend PNL is being in a negative on the Ethereum trading bot right here, and also on the Bitcoin trading bot. However, you're going to see that the great profit right here is definitely still being very nice, and the total profit is right now still being very nice and positive. So what you're right now going to see, if Ethereum is going to drop lower, which in my opinion we do have quite a high probability of doing, the Ethereum bot is going to be buying all the way down towards $2,000. Also, the Bitcoin trading bot is going to be buying all the way down towards $65,000. So definitely both of the bots right here are not going to be scared at the bottom as most people are actually going to be. They are actually going to be buying the dip. And in my opinion, the best time to be deploying those specific bots right here is going to be when we are pushing lower and lower and lower. And if you look like that right now, it is quite a good time for you to be deploying the Bitcoin and also the Ethereum trading bot, because lower we are going to go, the more both of those bots right here are going to be buying. So if you right now want to use those trading bots right here, definitely create an account on Pionex using this specific link down below in the description. You register on Pionex, you're going to get 50 USDT completely for free. Then very simply deposit, you're going to get a beautiful bonus. For example, you deposit 1,000, you get $500, you deposit 5,000, you get $800 in free bonuses. And then very simply deploying the bots, copying my exact settings using this specific link down below in the description. Because yes, also in the upcoming days, of course, if Bitcoin and Ethereum are going to go lower, I'm going to be adding even more capital to both of the bots right here. Right now, let me also talk about what other people have been doing in the market for the past few hours, because what you're right now going to see, the CVD indicator, it really does look like it is going lower and lower and lower. And the open interest is also increasing towards the upside. What can that mean? People at the area where we are as of right now are actually opening brand new short or sell trades. Would I fire a sell trade right here? Definitely no. We are looking for short trades at the area of resistance. We were looking for a short trade, of course, also at our major golden Fibonacci ratio, exactly at 98,000 US dollars. Why the heck would you right now go with a short after Bitcoin has already gotten a major push down? I am right now only interested to actually buy the dip. Maybe not really where we are as of right now, because as we said before, the highest probability direction right now, it is still going to be lower, below 80,000 US dollars, but nevertheless, right now, the only trades I'm right now interested in are going to be long trades or simply deploying the bots right here for them to actually be buying the dip. Also right now, if we go with the Bitcoin liquidation heat map on the 2-week time frame, this specific chart is actually not really looking bearish. You can see bigger liquidations are not going to be below our recent lows, but actually above our recent highs. Above this specific high we formed only a few days ago, Bitcoin does have approximately 300 million of short trade liquidations right here. If we go even higher, another 300 million. So it really does look like that right now the biggest magnet for Bitcoin is actually going to be towards the upside when we talk about our Bitcoin liquidation heat map. But the thing is, looking right now only at this specific chart, at least in my opinion, it is not really going to significantly increase the probabilities that the bottom of Bitcoin is right now in, and we can immediately be expecting another major push up. The reality is, we are, as we said before, below the value area low, which in my opinion is a major red flag. And of course also, when we right now pay attention to our exponential moving averages on the 4-hourly, daily, 2-hourly, 1-hourly, the trend on Bitcoin is right now clearly towards downside. Sure, the bottom can potentially be in, but the thing is, personally, I'm not going to be buying right here. Yes, for sure, the bots for me are buying the dip, but in terms of my manual trades, I am personally not firing, at least right now, another long or buy trade. I do remain in my short trades, but of course, if we are going to get a sign of strength, reclaiming our value area low right here, it definitely could be a very nice buying opportunity. I'm not going to be buying only Bitcoin. I'm also very much interested to buy Ethereum, XRP, and Solana. And of course, I actually shared in my free VIP Discord server the exact targets for all of those altcoins if you're going to go right here in the altcoins channel. So yes, by the way, you can join my free VIP Discord server with this specific link down below in the description. And of course, if you want to be using my exact trading bots right here, create an account on Pionex using this specific link. You register, you get 50 USDT, you deposit, you get even bigger bonuses, and then simply deploy the bots, copy my exact settings using this specific link down below in the description. But also right now, thank you for smashing up the like button.